Hello, guys, and welcome to another one of my little streams. First of all, I want to talk about why I haven't been very active on YouTube lately, and the reason is that I've been very busy at work, which in some ways is really great news because it's been a bit touch and go sometimes this year with. With visual effects in general, because most productions stopped filming due to COVID. So most of the projects that we had lined up for this and last year got postponed. But luckily, now that things are looking up, most of these productions have resumed. So we've now got a lot of work, which is great. But of course, it means I'm doing overtime and I'm working weekends. The reason being that all those projects we had lined up for this past year, and we were supposed to be working on them throughout the year, got postponed, and now they came all at once, or a lot of them at once. So that's why we've got so much work now. So I have been working weekends and into the night on work days and stuff. So I haven't had much time or energy to do YouTube videos and streams and stuff. So also probably today's stream, I'm gonna try to keep it shorter, but yeah, short but sweet, hopefully. So that's the news I have. I want to try and make a video about my Laserdisc collection. Part of the reason being that I want to sell some of it off, but I want to make a video about it first. So yeah. So let's have a look here. Minimize the thing. So this is the shot I want to work on today. Let's have a look at it like this from the film source. So yeah, that's the shot, and here is the same shot as it appears on the UHD Blu-ray. And at first glance it may seem like it's the same, but if you compare the two like this, you can see that the speeder has been recomposited. And also the shadow's been recreated. So I want to restore the original compositing because to me, especially being a compositor myself, the compositing is a huge part of the effect itself. And I have so much admiration for the optical compositing they had to do back then. It was so complex and so much trial and error. It's absolutely fascinating to me. So I want to preserve the original compositing work. And when I watch the movie, that's what I want to see. So actually, an interesting fact. Last week I wrote a post on YouTube that I wasn't gonna do a stream because in honor of the 40th anniversary of Raiders of the Lost Ark, I was gonna I was gonna be watching the Raiders of the Lost Ark in UHD. Or rather, well, I actually watched it on my 1080p projector, but from the UHD Blu-ray. And they actually redid some of the optical compositing on the new transfer, which, apart from that, is a really great transfer. I was really impressed with it. The transfer on the normal Blu-ray was really, really good, but it had a bit of a weird color cast. Not like a modern grading, but more like a bit of a green push. And in this version, they made the colors just perfect, in my opinion. They are way less modern looking than the old DVD versions, which were sort of, well, I think they were done by Lowry, and they had this sort of same kind of color scheme, although not as screwed up as the 2004 Star Wars Blu-rays. And this new transfer gets rid of the sort of greenish cast of the old Blu-ray, but keeps the like authentic 80s, early 80s color grading, like warmer tones and stuff. So I really appreciated the quality there. But they chose to like do some like weird changes to the optical effects where they still look like old optical effects. So I don't know why they even did those changes. But yeah, I saw some comparisons, and they definitely like cut things out and place them like a tiny bit to the left, or stuff like weird. So I'm not. It's not out of the question that in the future there might be a despecialized version of Indiana Jones as well. As far as I know, they did it for all three films. I did check out some optical compositing shots from Last Crusade as well, and there were some changes done to that movie also. And that is a really great example of, like, to me, great optical effects. Although they're like, you can see they're optical, but I just love that. I really enjoy seeing the optical compositing shots when it's done great, but you can still see it. So yeah, that's that. And I totally forgot why I was even talking about it. Oh yeah, recomposited effects. So yeah, I really appreciate the optical compositing and all the work that went into it. So I want to, if possible, preserve it. So here we have the. And don't get me wrong, like objectively, this is a better, higher quality effect than this. But because you got the motion blur and there are no bits missing from it. So what they did was they went back to the original blue screen elements and recomposited them digitally. But I much, personally, I just much prefer the look of this because it's just fascinating to me that they were able to achieve even this quality with what they had. So first of all, I did the denoising here, but of course, again, as with other similar shots like this, the higher level of denoising just removes a lot of detail and creates artifacts. For example, here in the this lower level of denoising preserves details much better, but if we play it through, you will see that there's a lot of dirt left in, and there's some sort of flicker and stuff. So on this one, I'm kind of torn whether to just try and clean up the 35mm as best as I can. Because even in this, we can still see a lot of artifacts and stuff. Stuff disappearing behind the thing. So I might, for this shot, I might go the sort of classical despecialized way and try and use most of the background from the higher quality special edition plate, but put in the speeder from the and its shadow from the original with a bit of the background, so keep the original compositing, or at least the look of the original compositing. So that's what I think I'm gonna try here. Problem is that the speeder is in a slightly different position in the special edition. So I'm considering trying to retouch it, but that I think would be a bit too much. So I'll probably just try and combine the two in some way. I did it for version 1 and 2 for these shots. And I had the gout back then, so I think I can probably do a better job with using a nice 35mm source. So first of all, again, let's pre-render these. I already did all the preparations for the shot, so I have the frame ranges ready. So we can just render this and have a look at some of the comments here. Do we have any questions? Watching your servers. I'm watching your Star Wars trilogy Despecialized as we speak. That's pretty cool. Have you seen or have read Dune? I've seen the Lynch film, which I wasn't a big fan of. Let's put it that way. But I have never read the books, or I don't know. Is the new movie out yet? I don't think it is, but that looks really interesting. So I'm looking forward to that. Yeah, someone's saying I feel bad for the guys who worked on the originals. All got redone in a mostly horrible way in the special editions. Yeah, I agree. Like there's so much work that went into those shots. So redoing them digitally just seems like sacrilege to me. When is Empire Despecialized 3.0 expected to be finished? Like I always say, I don't want to give specific dates or anything, because whenever I did that in the past, I was never able to stick to them. But hopefully, I want to have it finished this year. So. As early as possible, but likely a Christmas present. Disney Plus could put the original cuts out, but I don't get why they won't. Yeah, I think there's got to be some line in the contract they have with George Lucas. Yeah, someone's answering the same thing because George Lucas doesn't want it out there. I that's the only explanation I can think of. Okay, let's pre-render the. One. Are you bothered by the changes to the Indiana Jones UHD? And yes and no. Like they really kept the look of the effects. Like if I didn't know ahead of time, I probably wouldn't have noticed they changed anything. So, but still, knowing it, it does bother me a little bit. What? Ah, come on. Why? There we go, better. Okay, that should work, yes. Yep. Great. Okay. And let's pre-render the UHD as well. Which version of Superman the movie do you prefer? I didn't even know there were multiple versions of that movie. I know there are multiple versions of Superman 2, although I don't think I've seen both. I think I only saw the theatrical cut. God damn it. That's the disadvantage of having my window open and the lights on. But I hate insects. Damn. Oh, there's already so many. I think I'm gonna have to close the window and bake in here. Or maybe at least. Not sure how much that will help. Especially with the big gap up there, but okay. There are so many. Oh, and there are mosquitoes as well. I love summer, but this that's one bit that I don't like about it. Well, anyway, where was I? Yeah, Superman. I'm not a huge fan of Superman. I mean, I liked the Superman movies as a kid, but that's about it. Yeah. All right. So this should be done. Yeah. No. Yeah. Do I call myself a vinyl collector? Yeah, I guess probably. I do collect vinyl, so yeah. I've got quite a collection. Not a huge one, but you know, hard to say. Like, definitely over 100 titles. Go. Let's try and get them lined up. Let's see if that worked like a charm. Excellent. And now you can really see how different the position of the speeder is in the special edition. So what I'm gonna try here is oh no, I actually wanted to do the other way around. I'm just gonna try do a quick white balance here. Well, this one seems darker, so let's do that. And then let's do this. 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 And then let here. And now white. This is bright. Here. My brain is cooked. Not perfect, but definitely closer. I actually think this is better. Can try match it even closer later. Okay. Oh, by the way, guys, and I'm not complaining. I'm just wondering if something's wrong. There wasn't a single super chat in like the last 2 or 3 streams, so I'm wondering if I have the super chats disabled or something. It's okay if not. Like I'm not saying you should send me super chats. It's just I'm wondering if they're disabled or something. And by the way, thank you to all my patrons on Patreon. As always, I'm very grateful for the support, and especially now that I haven't been posting much. And I promise to try and post a little more, but like I said, it's a very busy time at work. Hopefully, like it will only be throughout the summer, and then it will get easier again. I don't know if I ever told you that I was the head of the Roto paint department, as well as a senior compositor, and during the COVID thing, the Roto paint department wasn't active, so I was only compositing. But I'm back to being head of Roto now, so that adds to my responsibilities even further. So anyway, get back to this. Of course, it won't be as easy to get it right. Definitely need more of this. Something like that. I'm purposely keeping a hard edge because that can show how much different the coloring is. And only now that I'm relatively close, it could still get it could still be better, but if I do a big feather like this, it's still visible. It's a little too bright now, maybe. So let's make the mask a little bigger. And it's very likely I'm gonna have to adjust the correction. That's better. Okay. Okay, it's definitely still a little. Desaturated. Okay, we've got some questions. How many terabytes do you need for this restoration? Do the programs crash often, or is it rare? The programs have gotten to a point where they're pretty stable, actually. Like they crash from time to time, but not very often. Knock on wood. As for how many terabytes I need for this, that's just for Empire right now. I think I'm using about 3 or 4 terabytes. This will of course grow with like renders and stuff, but just for the sources. And it will be about the same for the others. Maybe a little more. I'm not sure now. What's your favorite Indiana Jones film? My favorite, I think, is The Last Crusade. I always liked it because to me it feels like it has the most like story. You know, like Raiders is fun and all, but it's not really about the characters as much as The Last Crusade is. Have I watched Raiders and Crusade on Laserdisc. No, I have them on Laserdisc, but I see absolutely no reason to watch them that way when I have UHD Blu-ray, which is a really great, really good transfer. So yeah, it's to me that the Laserdiscs are just fun artifacts, like collectible. But I don't really see myself watching an entire movie on Laserdisc. Plus, my indie Laserdiscs are pan and scan. So, are you using Nuke Indie? Yeah, yes, I am. And I was able to afford it thanks to my patrons and people who donated to my PayPal. So, thank you guys very much. Anyway, let's get back to this for a bit. Actually works pretty nicely with the masks just the way it is. Someone's saying my Patreon link is giving a 404 message. Can anyone confirm this? What did I just do? Wrong keyboard. The link opened fine for me. Check the spelling. Or maybe, do you mean the link in the description? Because that sometimes happens. I don't know why on YouTube. Like the links just go wrong. Try just copying it and pasting it in the address box. Yeah, I don't know why that happens with YouTube. Like when you copy and paste descriptions, that sucks. And how do I get rid of it? Oh no, I just deleted something. I'm on two different computers here and I keep using the wrong keyboard. Okay, try the link now. Hopefully it'll be fixed. Did you see the walkie-talkie cut of E.T.? I did, yeah. I actually have it somewhere on disk, or I mean on hard drive from an HDTV broadcast. Because while I don't think it's as good as... Okay, what's going on here? Of course. There we go. Come on, what the hell? What's going on? I must have pressed something else. What did I press? What? Okay, I'm confused now. Okay, I'll deal with the shadow separately. Now we're getting to the point where okay. Oh yeah, that's gonna take some work still. Works perfectly fine now. Great, thank you. Don't you think 7.1 sound could be a thing for version 3.0? I don't know. Like, in my opinion, there was no 7.1 sound in the theaters, so I don't see a reason why it should be. And I'm not the audio guy. I just use other people's audio projects in Despecialized. So if someone creates a 7.1 surround and there is a consensus in the community that it's a good restoration of some old of like the 70mm audio, I will include it. But I don't really, and personally, I don't really see that much of a reason for 7.1 audio either. Anyway, like you can pretty much get the same effect by just panning between the two rear speakers. So. Yep, that's gonna take some doing, but I think I might be able to just get away with like color correcting that bit separately. Nope, still too dark. And of course, kind of unnecessarily. Oh, come on. Do you like the Grindhouse version of Return of the Jedi? Well, I made it, so and put it out, so yeah, I do like it. I actually, and this is not to take away from Team Negative One, but I actually personally prefer the Grindhouse version to the 4K 83 version, at least in terms of color. But I like, for my personal enjoyment, I even enjoy the grunginess of it. But like, if I want to watch a 35mm version, I do enjoy watching one that is like really a 35mm version. Are you guys still on lockdown? No, actually, the situation got much better. So yeah, we still have some limitations here. Like you can't do everything, but we're definitely not on lockdown anymore. which I'm really happy about. Yeah, we're getting closer, but you can still really see the edge of the mask. Oh, it's actually too bright. Might have to animate this again. Wow, I've been going for almost an hour again. I always say I'm gonna keep this one shorter, and I never do, which I guess is good because it means I'm enjoying it. And yeah, so this is the state I'm probably just gonna leave this shot at for now. I'm definitely gonna have to improve both the blending and the color correction, and I might actually here at the end, at least for this bit, I might try and do like a precise roto to keep the original background. Yeah, I'm probably gonna do that, but it's pretty late now, so I'll probably do that next time. So this is where we're at right now. I will of course also have to do some general color correction to this shot, but that will be the last step. Harry, I'm not Harry, it's Harmy. Do you know if sometimes, if these sometimes mentioned 4K78 are foreign language versions as they were released in 1978? Well, I think it's a foreign language print, but I don't know if the restoration made from it will be a foreign language version. I do like Power Rangers. I liked them as a kid, although I did prefer Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. And even now, I really enjoy the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles live-action films from the 90s. I can't say the same for Power Rangers. Well, it's midnight here now, so thank you guys for watching, and may the Schwartz be with you.